Alright, now we're going to start going after the data on the actual listing pages, or on the profile pages, whatever you want to call them. So we have our data here, downloaded it to a CSV, and restaurants that are in the mission that are gluten-free. So I'm going to copy all of these URLs. In fact, I'll just start with this first one. We'll do the same as we did for the Reddit video. So next out of that, I'm going to create another crawler. Start selecting crawler over here again. And we are at the location. So we're actually going to select a single page because it's a single result, and then let import do its thing. Perfect. And then different things that we'd like to go after. So there's some different ways that we could do this. So depending on what exactly you're going to do with the data, a couple things come to mind. One, I'm sure some of the other examples will, so we'll definitely want to use that. Two, one thing you're going to want to do, because you're going to be taking this data set and combining it with the last data set that we had, most likely if there's other information you want to get off that front page, etc., that you can use that first set of data and map it to this second set of data as well. So let's just, for the sake of being thorough, let's just do business name here that we might really want. Let's get categories again. Again, if you know exactly what you want to get out of this page, and I'm going overkill right now, and then let's also get the address. Okay, so we got that. Now, what I think is kind of interesting is if you're going to be reaching out to these people, let's include some sort of personalization element in here. So let's just grab the review highlights and grab what other people are saying about them, so that maybe we could quote something about one of the reviews for them back to them. Alrighty, so that's a good start. Let's just say we got what we need here. And I'm going to flip back over to the CSV and grab the next listing. And again, this is just to go through and train. Oops. See if I can go back. Oh well. Every now and then this happens. Get a little trigger happy and select the wrong. Then doing the other training, the crawler training, where it has multiple results, because it has to go through and select all the results, and this one it's very, very quick. I'm hoping for some listings here that also have websites, because you can use the websites to your advantage and go through and start grabbing interesting data from the actual websites as well. Got what we need here. It's a pretty barren page, but that's what you get sometimes. Alright, so in this case, we do have a website, so we're going to add that. And let's add it as a link. Bam. It's definitely going to come in handy. Perfect. So click I'm done. Upload those settings. Yelp listing crawler. So now we can come back here and get all these URLs and drop them in to import.io. The review highlights. So when you see something like that, the next time you go to use this crawler and you go back through the dashboard and say, I want to recrawl, take a look to make sure that the review highlights are actually working. It might not have been trained properly, and that could be the issue that we're running into, which is honestly probably the case when you look at how the address is performing as well. So sometimes that happens, and if you're being hasty like I was to kind of get through that so I wasn't holding you guys up too much, sometimes you miss a couple of those pieces of data. But again, look, this is only going to take 2 minutes, so you could easily rerun this crawler on the same pages if you wanted to. But yeah, you could, as you can see, we're still getting like amazing data out of this. You know, we got the phone numbers for everybody. We know what neighborhoods they're in. Well, obviously we targeted the mission this time, but you know, if we were to run that whole list through, we'd be able to see neighborhoods still. We'd be able to get the website, and then again, keep the categories. Now we're going to upload this data and use it in our, you know, next outbound sales push, our next outbound campaign. We're going to use all of this data for something great. So that's how you scrape Yelp.